on the Eucharist, a divine appeal, revelations to Sister Anne Ali, daughters of Jesus the Good Shepherd, editor, Father Judo Mbukanma, OP, Dominican priest of the Dominican province of Nigeria, audio format of divine appeals, number 176 through 196, and concluding messages of 1988 and 1991, divine appeal 176. I need souls to face their true fatherland. My daughter, listen to my words of mercy towards mankind. My divine mercy will be followed by divine justice. Pray a great deal. Bring souls to me and appease the wrath of my eternal Father. Time is short for saving souls. I beg you to contemplate these torments of mine. I need souls to face their true fatherland. I want them to be animated by the divine. I call you above all to my divine sacrament. I want you to be more closely united to me. Time is short for saving souls. Do not be afraid. I know your misery, but my power of grace is greater than that. It is also greater than all the demonic powers. Heed my words, it is for the good of souls. Behold, I have poured onto you graces from the ocean of my mercy. Learn my simplicity and stand firm against the evil one. I give my blessing. 2 a.m., 4th July, 1988. Divine Appeal 177. I came to cast fire on this earth. Perdition of mankind arises in the first place from himself. The devil knows that his time is very short. Listen, my daughter, do not fear the power of the devil. It is not greater than my love. Hide me in your heart. I endured without bitterness such undeservedly cruel things. Pray and do not be afraid. I call you for the good of souls. Be ready to undergo anything. In the sacrament of my love, you are a victim. True love desires to testify effectually its fidelity and tenderness. Ponder on me. For the love of mankind, I had to be plunged completely. My heart was burning and crying to open the way of salvation of mankind. I came to cast fire on this earth. Pray a great deal, but do not be satisfied by prayer alone. Go forward in my name according to the amount of my grace. Do not let anything on this earth hold your heart bound to itself. I lead you. You have to overcome the stratagems of the devil. In the sacrament of my love, I make known to you all my sorrows and desires. It is a serious moment, and time is short for saving souls. The souls I love so much do not know to what extent I suffered all pain for mankind. What more could I have suffered for mankind? Today, in nearly every place, I am so much abused, insulted and blasphemed. Led by the devil, many labor hard to abolish the holy sacrifice of the Mass. What a pain! Assure souls that the perdition of mankind arises in the first place from himself. The devil knows that his time is very short. Pray and be on watch. If not, you will fall into faint-heartedness. As I am exposed, I will pour the treasures of my infinite mercy into human hearts. 12:15 a.m., 5th July, 1988, footnote 61. Perdition of mankind arises in the first place from himself. It is not clear why Sister Anna wrote this statement in capital letters. Knowing that she writes under the impulse of divine presence, divine appeal, 27th October 1987, the statement would appear to have serious implications. The Lord highlights a point here to be pondered upon. The subject of perdition comes up over and again in other revelations, cf. Divine Appeal, 12th May, 1988. Divine Appeal 178. I am consumed with the desire to forgive. What a pain that my blood is in vain. My daughter, listen to my words of mercy towards mankind. Through my few ones, I want the world to know that I am overflowing with love and mercy, longing for souls day and night. I am in search of souls. Today, I call you to enter deeply into my love. Do not think of your misery. I am powerful enough to sustain you. I am consumed with the desire to forgive. Continuously I want to draw comfort from you. Be always alert, so that I may get you ready any time I want. I give my grace. I am very thirsty for souls. I suffer this grief in the front line, from the souls I love, those consecrated to me. I am only receiving abuses and ingratitude. What a pain that my blood is in vain, for so many souls are falling into perdition each and every moment. In my church, I pour my tears of blood. I see very many souls who have turned against me. I still see many who will not listen to my call. They only follow the way to perdition. Many will respond for a short time, but after that they will say to me, I have been faithful to my duties. I need not endure any more. Afterwards they end up getting lost. Assure them how much they torture me in the sacrament of my love. Mankind treats me so cruelly. I love them all. I suffer much when I see that all the pains I endured will be useless for so many souls who are eternally lost. Pray a great deal. I give my blessing. 6th July, 1988. Footnote 62. I am consumed with the desire to forgive. This statement reminds us of Micah's thoughts regarding the Lord's compassionate love. There is no other God like you. You do not stay angry forever, but you take pleasure in showing us your constant love. Micah 7:18-19. Divine Appeal 179. Mankind lives in the obstinacy of sin. My daughter, listen well. Pray a great deal. I beg you, allow me to use you completely. I am with you. Do not be afraid. I need you to be strong without any fear of the evil one. Mankind lives in the obstinacy of sin. In the front line, my eternal Father's wrath is near, and sinful mankind will be punished by great calamities. Many of the souls in my church betray, blaspheme and abuse me. In the sacrament of my love, I am broken and wounded and in pain. That is why I pour my tears of blood. I assure you in this sacrilegious struggle, much of what has been created by man will be demolished on earth. Then finally, the power of my, and light will be seen over the power of the evil one. What a pain. In my church, many have been transformed into veritable, incarnate demons. While they preach love and peace, they labor hard, leading souls to perdition. Pray a great deal and cloister souls in your heart. As I am exposed, I will pour the treasures of my infinite mercy into human souls. 7th July, 1988. Divine Appeal 180. Day and night I have abundant blessings in my tabernacle, ready to give to anyone. No one comes, instead they spit and step on me. Pray a great deal, my daughter. My divine justice is shackled by my mercy. I have nothing more precious like the souls of mankind. Do not be afraid. I lead and strengthen you. You have to mention my name more often in all your talks with anyone. Please, my daughter, see to it that you do this all the time. Open your soul to receive more. I have to erect an altar in your heart. In the sacrament of my love, I am so lonely and abused. Think of the value of the present moment, increase your trust and respond to my love. When a soul falls into perdition, it is eternally lost. I am very thirsty for souls. I am waiting for them day and night. Understand my thirst for souls. Keep strengthening your belief in my words. Day and night I have abundant blessings in my tabernacle, ready to give anyone. No one comes, instead they spit and step on me. I pour my tears of blood on these very souls. Pray for souls, in the front line, the consecrated souls. Do not fear. Speak and listen to my beloved servant. Receive the fount of my grace and power. Open your heart and allow it to overflow in gratitude of love. As I am exposed, I will pour the treasure of my infinite mercy into human souls. I give my blessing. 12:12 a.m., 8th July, 1988. Divine Appeal 181. Listen, my daughter, to my cry. Many souls are attacking me in these dark hours. Listen, my daughter, to my cry. Watch with me in these dark and terrible hours. It is my great love for mankind that caused me to stoop down. Many souls are attacking me in these dark hours. Bring me souls, and in the sacrament of my love, dress the wounds caused by the souls consecrated to me. My love for mankind goes so far that my heart can draw great treasure from mere nothing. The souls I love so much do not understand to what extent. Time is short for saving souls, and the demon is disposed to misleading souls. Pray a great deal. From my divine mercy, I give warning. Many souls are running to perdition, and they are eternally lost. My dying on the cross is in vain for these souls. I pour my tears of blood over this humanity. Many among the consecrated souls cost me tears of blood. They despise themselves by whipping me and stepping on me. I have nowhere to rest among them. Respond to my love. I lead, bless and strengthen you. Seek to console me. Do not be afraid to lose yourself. Follow me along this painful path. I am love and union is love, my divine. 63. Footnote 63. It is not clear what happened here. The messages end abruptly as if Sister Anna was interrupted. It would seem that that was what happened. Sister Anna often complained about the harm which certain interruptions caused her during moments of prayer. It is for this reason that she often pleaded to be left alone in her room. This interruption, which was sometimes caused by her novice mistress at their convent in Zagarolo, made Sister Anna move to the community's house in Milan on 16 August 1989, where she stayed until 7 October 1989. She stayed at their residence in Porta Angelica, Rome, on her arrival on 10 October 1989. It was here she had her initial experiences of the Blessed Host and Jesus in tears of blood, the previous year. On my visit from London to Zagarolo on 4 May 1991, she was there. She was permitted to live in Zagarolo in order to have a better environment for her prayers. Divine Appeal 182. Never before has the world needed prayers like at the present time. My daughter, pray and watch in these dark hours. These are hours of terrible abandonment. It is from pain I pour my tears over mankind. Souls do not want to listen to my words of mercy. Many souls, consecrated to me, have whipped and stepped on me. Pray a great deal to defend my church. In my church Lucifer marches, I want souls to know that I call them all to prayer, penance, holy masses. Never before has the world needed prayers like at the present time. Evil grows to monstrous proportion. Those who have the work of saving souls, many of them, what a pain. Footnote 64. Many souls are eternally lost, and my blood is now in vain for these particular souls. Pray a great deal. I weep over my church. What more could I have suffered for mankind? From my divine mercy, I have come to exhort sinners to change their lives before it is too late. Time is short for saving souls. As I am exposed, I will pour the treasures of my infinite divine into human souls. My divine mercy will be followed by divine justice. I give my blessing. 1:30 a.m., 10th July, 1988. Footnote 64. In my church Lucifer marches, I want souls to know that I call them all to prayer, penance, holy masses. Never before has the world needed prayers like at the present time. Evil grows to monstrous proportion. Those who have the work of saving souls, many of them, what a pain. The editor is responsible for the incomplete sentences. This is to avoid issues which do not enter into the subject matter of the entire text, namely, the Holy Eucharist. Divine Appeal 183. Everyone must pray. Never before has the world needed prayer like at this present time. Listen to my words of mercy. My love and mercy are limitless. In the sacrament of my love, I am ever there waiting and longing for souls. I want the world to know that my heart is overflowing with mercy. I rest in nothingness. My love is greater than their sins. I long for their response to my love. I want my salvation to prevail in the souls of mankind. Pray a great deal. Do not be afraid to tell me all. Do not be scared when my presence takes hold of you. I want you to be used to my presence. I am thirsty for souls. Bring me souls in your prayers. Consider me. Open your heart to receive my graces in order that you may get more strength to bring souls to me. I come here to seek shelter. The souls I love so much do not understand to what extent. Behold, in the sacrament of my love, I am disposed to save lost souls before they enter into perdition. My eternal Father's wrath is overflowing with anger. Everyone must pray. Never before has the world needed prayers like at this present time. I am everywhere to save souls. My flock is about to be dispersed. In the prison of my tabernacle, I remain day and night longing and waiting for souls. 1:30 a.m., 11th July, 1988. Divine Appeal 184. Contemplate my love from my divine mercy in the sacrament of my love. Behold what I represent. My daughter, contemplate my love from my divine mercy in the sacrament of my love. Behold what I represent. I am very present in every consecrated host. By replication of my presence in each particle all over the world, I dwell and abide sacramentally. This is the very and universal presence of my divine love. To the souls consecrated to me, I am a stranger. Many come before my tabernacle, while in front of me and I looking and loving them, they turn their mind and attention away. Many possess the devil willingly within them. They come before my mystery, receive me, then cast me at the feet of the devil to whom they have consecrated themselves. Day and night, I continue bearing these sacrileges with tears of blood. My love is greater than their sins. I love mankind more than they offend me. With love, I call them back, bearing abuses, insults and blasphemies. If only they listen and respond to my calling. My desire is to save them. I love mankind so much, and that is why I did not hesitate to lay down my life for them. I was dead, and now I live forever. The everlasting ages are mine. I only receive insults. I have nowhere comfortable for me, in the souls I love so much. I have nothing more precious like the souls of mankind. Many souls are running to perdition, and they are eternally lost. I do not wish anyone to perish. The world is full of perils. I come to exhort sinners. As I am exposed, I will pour the treasures of my infinite mercy into human souls. I give my blessing. 12 a.m., 14th July, 1988. Divine Appeal 185. If souls listen to me and respond to my call of mercy, then it will be their salvation and peace. Pray more and love one another. Help souls to return to me. Listen, my daughter. My will and desire is that mankind be converted through prayer, through the holy sacrifice of the Mass. In the world and my church, there are distractions of all kinds. This is a grave moment. Time is short for saving souls. There are very many diseases, as an admonishment. Footnote 65. Pray a great deal to atone and appease the wrath of my eternal Father. I beg you not to allow my word to die. If you do not do what I tell you, then you will be captured by Satan, the red Lucifer, who is very conscious of this serious moment. These are times of overwhelming violence. Time is approaching, and there will come many diseases, which will be allowed by my eternal Father. There will be no physician or medicine to cure them. If souls listen to me and respond to my call of mercy, then it will be their salvation and peace. Make people pray more and love one another. My heart is filled with pain. I ask many to help souls to return to me. Lucifer has taken possession of many souls, and he tells them that my eternal Father does not exist. What more could I have suffered for mankind? Speak to souls, many are eternally lost. Many do not see the torment and pain of perdition. I call them all. My mercy is immense, their repentance is sufficient. I ask for prayers. I give my blessing. 12 a.m., 21st July, 1988. Footnote 65. Note here that the Lord connects the appearance of all sorts of incurable diseases, violence and the worst, perdition, to the presence of sin in the world. The Bible does not always connect sin and sickness. John 9:2. It surely connects sin and perdition. Romans 6:23. John 5:14. But it is evident that immorality can cause some kind of mental and bodily disease. We need not belabor the point, for we are part of the history that is experiencing, for example, the effects of diseases of our time, which are due to the recklessness in the use of sex. Divine Appeal 186. Learn to do good. Let it not be enough for you to pray only. I want you to improve in virtue and prayer. Listen, my daughter, to the warning of my mercy to mankind. I ask you to exert yourself. Acquire the habit of enjoying my presence. Keep yourself in the true peace as you pray, and bring me souls. I beg you, be at my disposal. Day and night, souls are running into perdition. Pray a great deal. Consider how I love mankind. I thirst and wait for souls. Time is short, and the devil, knowing this, is using other souls to capture souls for himself. Do not be afraid of demonic powers. I keep you under the guidance of my servant. Through him, I will make my will known to you. Take heed of his words. Through him, I want to erect an altar in your heart for the good of souls. In the sacrament of my love, I come to seek shelter. Learn to do good. Let it not be enough for you to pray only, meritoriously. I want you to improve in virtue and prayer. I teach and enlighten you through my servant. Do not allow the devil to defeat you by keeping you in doubt and fears. Do not hide anything from him. There is a struggle which the world cannot see. Footnote 66. 12:30 a.m., 23 July, 1988. Footnote 66. This message does not have the customary blessing of the Lord, which we have at the end of each revelation. In this revelation there is a serious complaint by the Lord. The devil is using souls to capture souls, and some of those entrusted with the welfare of souls are leading these same souls to perdition. Divine Appeal 187. Meditate on how painful I underwent the salvation of mankind, degree of my sweat, drops of blood trickling down my face. I want mankind to know the seriousness of this, to understand the inexorable justice of the Eternal Father. My church will not flourish again if those who are responsible for it do not return to love and humility. Pray, my daughter, in this secret and difficult hour. In the sacrament of my love, you are a victim. Meditate on how painful I underwent the salvation of mankind, the degree of my sweat, drops of blood trickling down from my face. I want mankind to know the seriousness of this state. I desire them to understand the inexorable justice of my Eternal Father. Time is short for saving souls. I want priests, the consecrated, to come back to me. Otherwise they will cast down innumerable souls into eternal fire. In my church, hurl torrents of blasphemies and lies against my divine presence in the sacrament of my love. What a tremendous pain for me to lose souls. Pray a great deal and cloister souls in your heart. Continue to tell them and assure souls that, if they do not repent, my justice will exterminate what is rotten. The everlasting ages are mine. Pray a great deal. My church will not flourish again if the ones responsible for it do not return to love and humility. What a pain. The obstinacy of long ago continues to dominate and exist in my church. In the sacrament of my love, I am so much blasphemed. With godless consciences, corruption has reached the limit. As I am exposed, I will pour the treasures of my infinite mercy into human souls. I give my blessing. 12 a.m., 24th July, 1988. Footnote 67. A careful study of these revelations show that, although there are repetitions occurring every now and again, there is always, however, a new message given at each apparition. Here, for example, our Lord talks about the degrees of his suffering during his crucifixion. Sweat of blood trickled down his face. Divine Appeal 188. My love cannot be overcome by any obstacle. I love mankind so much. Listen, my daughter, my love cannot be overcome by any obstacle. I was conceived by love, so that mankind may prepare themselves for great mysteries. I love mankind so much, and this gives me great joy to stay among mankind under the form of food. I willed that upon earth souls may share in my sacramental life, where I dispose myself and remain day and night in the prison of my tabernacle. I love mankind so much. I need them to know that love does not rest until it has given and united itself to the object it loves. The sacrament of my love is a mystery which exceeds all powers. I hide my countenance so that many may have a good chance to practice faith. Assure souls that it is my great love for mankind that I expose myself to all humanity. I call each and every soul to be united to me in the church and defend it at this brave moment. Pray more that souls may be invigorated with the love of my heart. Time is short for saving souls. 12 a.m., 25th July, 1988. Footnote 68. The usual blessing at the end is omitted in this message. Divine Appeal 189. I give my merciful warnings myself and through my most holy mother. Listen, my daughter, pray a great deal, heap cruel affronts on me. More than ever, I am very much blasphemed. I have no shelter. I cannot stand day and night calling, and every minute seeing souls running and falling into perdition. My precious life and blood is now in vain for these particular souls. Time is short, and souls are eternally lost. With love, I call souls into streams of my mercy. Time is approaching when I will no longer hold the hands of my eternal Father. My mercy will be followed by warnings to mankind myself, and through my most holy mother. Have refused and abused my divine power. They only accept in order to destroy my church. They have united with Satan, who tells them that I do not exist. In due time, they will receive their sentence. In the sacrament of my love, I represent myself completely in the form of a banquet. In each particle of the blessed host, I am very present just as I am at the right hand of the eternal Father. I leave myself in this mystery in order to give souls good and blessed chance to practice true faith, so that souls may know my mysteries, so stupendous. It is my great love for mankind that keeps me in this form and exposed to all humiliations. As I am exposed, I will pour the treasures of my infinite mercy into human souls. 26 July, 1988. Footnote 69. It is not clear why some of these later messages do not end with the usual blessing as was the case with earlier messages. Divine Appeal 190. For the few who care for me, I bless and lead them always in the state of grace. Listen, my daughter, pray and bring me souls. I thirst. I saved the world through my death on the cross. My face was covered with tears and blood. In the midst of my suffering, I was racked by a most violent thirst. It was a more burning thirst for the salvation of mankind. I died in the deepest affliction without any relief so that all human race may have eternal life. What a pain that souls are falling into perdition, and my blood is now in vain for them. The souls I love so much do not know to what extent. With my tears of blood, I call each and every soul to my kingdom, which I have given by my great love. Assure souls that time is approaching when all that is evil will be abolished, and everlasting justice will take place. In the sacrament of my love, I stand in the midst of mankind, calling and forgiving. The souls close to me have whipped and denied my presence. Bring me more souls in your prayers. Many times, I give you keen pleasure so that as it fills your heart with love, you may recognize me. I call you to leave yourself to the strokes of the chisel. I love you to the point of doing the good I want to souls. Do not grow weary of praying and calling souls. I ask you to be attentive to me. For the few who care for me, I bless and lead them always in the state of grace. 27th July, 1988. Divine Appeal 191. A soul can only be defended when it is on the way to perdition. Time is coming when souls will want and long to hear my words, but they will not. Listen to my cry of mercy towards mankind. I am in search of souls, waiting and longing. I thirst. I come to seek shelter. Souls consecrated to me have chosen mediocrity. What a pain to me. More than ever, they place obstacles of uncertainty before my living words. I need and long for my words to reach souls that torture me so much. In the sacrament of my love, I endure. I beg you to pray and reflect deeply on this tragedy. I call you to atone for souls before it is too late. When a soul falls into perdition, it is eternally lost. A soul can only be defended when it is on the way to perdition. I pour my tears of blood over mankind, and I cry to the faithful souls to defend many poor souls running into perdition. My great love towards these souls keeps me subjected to all humiliations. In the front line, betray me like Judas. They drag many souls to perdition. They do not heed or listen to any of my warnings given by myself, and through my most holy mother. I call souls to be docile to my warnings. Time is coming when souls will want and long to hear my words, but they will not. Time is short. I call on the small hosts to defend my church. Hurl themselves against it. Pray a great deal. As I am exposed, I will pour the treasures of my infinite mercy into human souls. I give my blessing. Footnote 70. This appeal concerns the faith of those innocent souls. Divine Appeal, 8th May 1988. They are simple souls who could easily be misled by the clever and learned. Their faith is to be protected. The church, too, is to be defended by friends of Jesus. Divine Appeal 192. Ministers should remain immured from contagion and fight to win souls for eternity. My daughter, be patient and listen to me. You know what I beg from you. Pray a great deal. Humanity does not want to listen to my call. In the front line those consecrated to me. The devil works in them in order to corrupt souls. He is very astute. What a pain to me. Behold, I speak to you amid continuous tears. Many betray me and they lead many souls to perdition. They are bound to Satan. I cannot stand this evil which grows to monstrous proportion by those to whom I gave the duty of saving souls and stopping this desolating course. Time plants weeds and ignominy. Pray a great deal. My church is desolate because of iniquitous evil. They refuse the truth. These should remain immured from contagion and fight to win souls for eternity. I have come to exhort sinners. Souls are lost and many good ones live lethargic lives in bushes of which they are unable to come out. I want you to pray and implore for the mitigation of evil in mankind. In these terrible hours, I pour tears of blood for all the abuses, blasphemies and insults I receive in all sacrament of my love, from the souls I love so much. tell souls that they have to take advantage to renew their lives before it is too late. I am appealing to them all. I need them to lift up their souls from the mire and to leave their mediocrity. I call them to my mercy where they will get all the light to eternity. 11th August, 1988. Footnote 71. The customary blessing is omitted in this message. From now until the end of 1988, there are a few messages recorded. There was a break. However, in 1989, Sister Anna resumed writing. The 1989/90 messages will be included in a second edition. Divine Appeal 193. My plans to work through a soul depends on the freedom that I get from that particular soul. My daughter, listen to my words of mercy to you. I beg you to pray a great deal in these dark and terrible hours. In silence, make hours of reparation for the terrible blasphemies and abuses that I am receiving day and night in the prison of my love. I call you to be strong in faith. Do not be afraid. In order for you to be able to confront whatever comes upon when you are tempted, raise your heart to me. I pour tears of my blood over souls who are stepping on me. Keep yourself in my grace. My plans to work through a soul depends on the freedom that I get from that particular soul. I want to hide in your heart always, if you allow me. 17th September, 1988. Footnote 72. The usual blessing at the end is not recorded here. Divine Appeal 194. Mankind lives in obstinacy of sin. I implore you to write down my words. Pray a great deal and cloister souls in your heart. The souls consecrated to me wound my heart in many ways. They reject and blaspheme me. They even do not recognize my presence there in the prison of my tabernacle. There are many souls in my church yet they live in darkness, have been transformed into veritable incarnate demons. They preach and prepare the most sophisticated armaments for leading souls to perdition. They have created many scandals which lead to ruin. Mankind lives in obstinacy of sin. With my tears of blood, I call them back before my eternal Father's wrath. Pray a great deal. More than ever, the thieves in the devil's rank are claiming many victims. My mercy is followed by justice. The everlasting ages are mine. 2:30 a.m., 14th October, 1988. Footnote 73. The usual benediction at the end is omitted in this message. Divine Appeal 195. Happy and blessed is the soul, animated with my sentiments, remains faithful and who, after a fall, comes back to me. Listen, my daughter, pray a great deal. There are very many souls who approach me while knowingly they possess Satan in their lives. Sacrilegiously they receive me in Holy Communion, and after that they cast me at the feet of Satan whom they have enthroned in their lives with an oath. I pour tears of blood over my church. Time is short and the everlasting ages are mine. My mercy will be followed by justice. In good time, I give my warning to souls. I have nothing more precious to me as the souls of mankind. The demon is disposed to misleading souls. Satan already knows how short his time is. Such a pitiable state. The souls I love so much do not understand to what extent. Happy and blessed is the soul, animated with my sentiments, remains faithful and who, after a fall, comes back to me. My mercy accepts all the pains, all these lead a soul to the height of sanctity and to the last triumph. 2:30 a.m., 15th October, 1988. Divine Appeal 196. My reign is a reign of love. My daughter, pray a great deal. Awake souls with prayers and sacrifices. The devil is capturing many souls and causing havoc. In the front line, those consecrated to me. In my church, there is pride and haughtiness. More than ever, souls are going so deep into mud. Pray a great deal and always pardon. My reign is a reign of love. With my tears over mankind, I call and beg you to be so much concerned about the salvation of souls. I have nothing more precious than the souls of mankind. 23rd October, 1988. Footnote 74. It is not clear why some of these later messages do not end with the customary blessing. Concluding messages of 1988. To all souls. I call them all to where I am truly living in the sacrament of my love. I am thirsty and I wish to set them on fire with love. In the prison of my tabernacle, day and night, I am waiting for souls, good and bad. I want to draw each and every soul to the stream of my mercy. Messages of 1991. 1. It was my great love for mankind which consumed me to institute the blessed sacrament of my love in order to remain present with them. 18th April. 2. Live each day as if it were your last. 30th May. 3. Allow me to be the center of all your conversations. 30th May. 4. Countless number of souls rush to perdition and my death on the cross is lost for them. 5. Souls that refuse to accept sufferings are not worthy in my kingdom. 4th July. 6. Revere Thursdays for reparation to my Eucharistic presence. 4th July. 7. Nurture yourself with my Eucharistic presence. 4th July. Footnote 77. The 1991 messages, CFFN 24, Divine Appeal 39. The prayer to the adorable Jesus was given within this period. Note how to draw graces from these messages. 1. Before his presence in the tabernacle and altar, souls are made alive and strengthened. This would be the effect of exposition of the Blessed Sacrament. Attend exposition of the Blessed Sacrament at least once a month. 2. Revere Thursdays for preparation to my Eucharistic presence by participation in the Eucharistic celebration and receiving Holy Communion. 3. Cultivate the habit of visiting Jesus reposed in the tabernacle and keep company with him. 4. Recite Jesus' prayer of atonement, i.e., prayer to the adorable Jesus. Do this often, especially before Jesus in the tabernacle. 5. Do penance for the sins committed against Jesus in the Eucharist.